Some of you guys out there that are teaching, I don't know if you get involved with, or how deep you get involved. I mean, everybody has their own way of teaching. I have these two guns here that finally just stopped working. They became to a point of being unsafe. So I actually pulled the firing pin out of them, and just made them so that they are safe as a training tool. Now anything. I welded back the gate on this one. The barrels are not blocked. However, I'm thinking about blocking the barrels. There's no reason why the barrels can't be blocked. But at that point, I can still use the action on this to show single action mode. This is a single action only. As you know, you really don't want to dry fire a good 22. You're going to ruin it over a short period of time. So I can still use this one as a training tool to show dry fire. I can let them hold this and dry fire without having to really watching them until I get them trained. Finger off trigger, sights, don't be jerking, and so on and so forth. So these come in kind of handy for that. Semi-automatic, the same thing, because it gives them the opportunity of checking the tap or the rack reassess. So it puts them through those exercises. Plus, it helps you if you want to talk to them about squib loads, hang fire, dry fire, gun jamming, whatever the case may be. So to make it easier, sometimes, as you guys know, it's easier to demonstrate a safety check if a round doesn't go off with a revolver, more so than it is with a semi-automatic. Semi-automatics can be a little bit more difficult, especially for a new person. So what I had done with this one is, if I lock this back, if you can see in there, all right, that's an empty cartridge, an empty casing that's been fired. So the striker, the firing pin, not in this gun, but in another gun, had struck and fired that round. But what I use this for is, because that is permanently in there. I got that epoxied in there. Again, I don't care about this gun. It's a training tool. So I would give this to a student and say, okay, you've pulled the trigger, nothing's happened. All right, so now what? You follow me? That type of thing. So what do? You open it up, okay. So what do? They open it up and they do this. They start looking down the barrel. Because they can't see in here to tell what the problem is, if you know what I'm saying. So this is a good training tool. If you got a crappy gun that's beyond repair, this can help. I'm telling you, it works for me anyway. I don't know if it would work for anybody else. But I do as much as I can, as I'm sure all instructors do. And as all instructors, we can always learn more, by other instructors. And sometimes we can learn by our students. So let's not be, be stupid to the fact, or be proud and, understand that we don't know it all, But that's something I've been doing. Now, I'm thinking about doing the same thing with this one. However, I've already welded back the gate. Now, if I can get that gate chiseled open without destroying it, I may put a couple rounds in the cylinder here and let them do the same thing, so they can get more of an idea on how it works. But that's where I'm at. So I didn't get in last night until almost 10 o'clock.